It's the Lotus 79 at Oulton Park on iRacing. Oof. And I'm a little bit concerned. It seems a little scary. We are car number 25, I believe. We are starting 26th out of 27 cars. So we are in the back. We're a little bit concerned about what's going to happen. Somebody's just disconnected. They had internet problems. That's not good for them. We're starting up the hill here. We're number 25. P26 out of 27. Wow. Let's see if that guy can get back Barry. Barry had an unfortunate race yesterday, and it looks like he's just been disconnected, and he's not going to be able to get back in time. We've got just seconds to go, 5 seconds. All right. Remember, we just want to keep it together. We want to do okay. We've got Bob O'Rourke up there, 23rd. Kenducci, P8. The regular cast of 3 at the front. Gurno, and Steve Bycroft, and Matt Wood.
Green flag.
You see my other races, all the other Lotus 79 races, it's always those guys. Those guys are the fast guys. So it looks like we got 2 over on my left that are just kind of hanging out, relaxing. I'm with that. No problems if that's probably the way you want to take this first corner, because it's always Chris Bauman in the pits. He started in the pits. Barry West, when he comes back, he'll be in the pits. So we'll have some fast guys coming up from behind. Sooner or later. Okay, so I've got 2 of those guys behind. 2 slow guys, 2 fast guys. Well, I don't even know if they're slow. I'm just assuming they're slow because they let up. There's somebody who just drove right into the wall. What is Armando doing? Armando, you're going much too slowly. What? I guess he was expecting Pascal to come back on track, but Pascal was just going straight into the wall. I don't know what Armando was doing. That was weird. Alright, so it looks like we're pulling away from those slower guys behind, so that's good. Yeah, I'm always a little worried when there's slower guys, but you're being held up a bit, that they might get a little racy, and I don't know how they race, so I was just like, oh no. I mean, they might be very good racers, but they probably don't do stuff like that. Alright, 1 in the books. We made it through 1, that's what counts.
1 minute 33.13.
You gotta make it through 1 at least. Now we can start doing stuff. Pascal back there is still in a world of hurt. Looks like he's going even further backwards. Oh, he pitted. He had to pit. Well, yeah, I mean, he went off and it looks like he went straight in the wall. Oh, P12 off. Stefanoni, he was in an incident yesterday. If you watched the race yesterday and the crash compilation at the end, if he was taken out by somebody, or might have been he was involved in something. I don't know if he was taken out or if he took out somebody. You never know. So Barry reconnect, but it's probably a lap down. Alright, we're in a little bubble here. A couple seconds behind, a few seconds ahead.
1 minute 18.619.
I'd like to continue to pull away from the guy behind. Just because I don't know him. I don't want anybody trying to pass me while I'm not expecting it. So that's the thing. When I see the fast guys behind, I'm expecting it. I know they're coming. But if there's somebody I don't know, I don't know when they'd be coming, so it's more scary to have them behind. That's what I mean. But it looks like he's just keeping with me. Maybe even gaining a little. Who knows? But oh well. P21 so far. But it's a very long race. I think these races are, what, 45 to 50 minutes? Oh, there's Bob. Bob's off again. He went off yesterday. Potentially the same spot yesterday. Oh no, he towed. I think he towed. I think he went off the same spot he did yesterday. I don't know if Armando forced him off or if he was just behind. No, he had to. I think that was the exact same situation yesterday. Yesterday it was just somebody was chasing him over that hill, and that was slow. And he went in the wall. Now I had to disconnect again. I don't know if somebody gets real close behind you. People said that they'll give you, they'll mess with your downforce if they're right behind you. And if you're expecting to be able to go over a slight small hill in the road, what do we call those things? Just a bump? Not really a bump, something like a smaller one of those. If you don't have the rear downforce to keep your tires planted, then you'll spin. We'll check that out later. Okay, so Armando's getting away from me a bit here. No. And the guy behind is closing in a little bit. Andrea's closing in much more. Of course, he's car 12. He started up pretty close. Chris Ballman will be coming, so got a few quick guys back there. So enjoy P20 while you can. You might be getting past. I've been trying to work on that corner all morning and I just can't figure it out anymore. I don't know, it felt great. The first couple days I was testing at the track, it felt great, but then when the races come, I can't get it together. I don't know what's going on. I do have a different setup, but I tried the other setups and they weren't helping me either. Of course, I might be used to this one now.
Keep your eyes open.
Uh-oh. It's hard just to switch back and forth between setups. Parigi, we dealt with him before. We've dealt with him yesterday in many races. I think we dealt with him at Barcelona. And we raced with him yesterday. Alessandro. His wing looks a lot better than it did yesterday. Oh, spoiler alert. Andrea's really coming up behind, so that'll be shortly. Be aware, Spear. We're not going to be able to keep up with Alessandro, are we? We're not keeping up with anybody.
1 minute 19.0.
I did have to slow down a bit when he spun in front of us, but that doesn't explain how Armando's already 9 seconds ahead. This is weird. This is the we had this yesterday too, where after the initial spurt at the start, it seemed like there was a sequence of laps where, for whatever reason, we just couldn't have our previous speed, and we couldn't get to the speed we should have been doing. I mean, later on we'll get more speed, but I wonder what's going on here. But it feels like we had the same thing yesterday. Okay, Stefanoni and then Ballman also. So 2 fast guys coming in. They both got by Martz back there.
Guys open.
But for what? For what? Claude Charles. Claude, please slow down. Thank you. Woo. I'm going to just say I was a little bit worried there. Oh man, something's going on. People are going off everywhere.
1 minute 18.577. Right side. Clear.
Things are happening. I don't know how Claude is already getting lapped by the whole field. But that corner was, that section of corners was a little bit busy. And I wonder if Claude had something. Claude probably had something to do with it. Not saying he got into anybody, but people having to slow down and swerve and worry about him would affect other people. But he seemed pretty let me by, so got no problems. Looks like Andrea and Robert. Andrea wants by quickly. Oh, jeez. Sorry.
One on the right side. Clear.
He was ducking. I was going to go right. He looked like he was ducking left, but then I had to take the wider corner, and then he went right, and sorry.
1 minute 21.476.
Kind of blocked him there. Probably gave him a fright, too. Worried I'm going to crash him. He's just so much faster than me through that part. So who's that in front of him? Andrea. Andrea dropped off of Robert for a couple seconds. I wonder what happened there. And Martz behind is caught up a few seconds. At 21.4, that's a really slow lap. I need to get into the 18s here, and we're just not doing it. Did something happen? Did I get a 0x and not feel it? I know I wouldn't have seen it because I was all concentrating on what was going on. Okay, 18.7, that's fine. I'm not gonna say good. Kind of expected. Like I said, there's like this time here where I want to be going faster, but for some reason it just won't do it. Uh-oh.
He's moving, he's moving.
We'll hang out right behind Andrea. There's no point in passing him because he'd just come right back on the straight and get me anyway. And the booster draft is more than welcome. See, they can take that a lot wider and a lot better than I can. I don't trust myself to do that because of the next curve is very dangerous for me. I think that's where Bob went off yesterday. So it's not safe for me to go too fast through there.
1 minute 18.124.
All right. $18.1. Now see, now this is, well, it's draft 8 but still. I did have to hold up for just a second. It doesn't look like you're going to shake Michael behind. But that's good. It's nice to be with somebody. You don't want to just be all by yourself. Put a little tension into it. Like there isn't enough tension trying to keep this thing still on the road. Not hit the grass anywhere. Urgh.
1:18.724.
Nope. Saw that coming. Ah! Come on. They shouldn't allow two of them to be up on the screen at the same time. Once you got one, you shouldn't be able to get a second one until the first one has disappeared from the screen. It only seems fair. But 2x in 2 corners, or 3 corners, I guess. And Michael's closing in. So we've got a problem. We've got a problem. Now, technically, Michael's car number is lower than mine, so he should be theoretically faster than me. Again, it's just an average, and it's only 1 car number, so it's a lot of generalizations there. So out of 27 starters, looks like we've still got 25 going.
1:18.73.
Barry was disconnected before the start and rejoined. Remember that? He is 3 laps down though, so he's out of it. And Claude Charles, who we lapped, he's currently 2 laps down. So I don't know. There may be some cars 2 laps down at the end, but I doubt Charles will still be 2 laps down at the end. Barry, he's 3 laps down, so he's not going to be beating anybody on pace. He's only here for freebies and some practice for the next race. The next race is the broadcast race. There's some races throughout the weekend, and then the important broadcast race where everybody went, oh, there's Barry ahead, watch out. Watch out, Barry, I hope you're not on the road. Please don't be on the road.
Front of you, keep your eye open.
He's kind of on the road.
Drive through it.
But yeah, everybody, it's really, a lot of people just use these as practice for the broadcast race because you really want to be best in that when everybody's watching. It's against the best of the best. They all make sure to make it, and the high SOF.
1:18.78.
Oh man, we're off and in the broadcast race. I don't think we'll be in there maybe. I don't know if we'll be in there this week. If there's too many racers, we'll get delegated to second split. But Oulton Park is not one of your busier tracks. A lot of people don't own it because it's not in a lot of series. I've seen the Skippies race here, the Skip Barber racers, and I've seen, I think the TCR cars have come here, and the Lotus 79. But I don't know who else would come here. Maybe the Lotus 49, but it seems like this would be difficult in a 49. But it's that era of track. So okay, so it looks like Barry's finally going to retire.
1:18.59.
And I'm going to hope not to get more X's like I've been getting. Gurno's coming up. Where's P2? Ooh! How do you get a 6-second lead on P2? It's not how it was yesterday. Yesterday those two were neck and neck the whole race. Oh no, we're coming on Claude Charles again. You know, the races are open to anyone with the appropriate safety license. But there comes a time where you have to wonder, is this really right for you? You know, well, technically you can enter the races you're eligible for. Maybe you shouldn't. Sometimes I feel like I shouldn't in a lot in some of these series. And a lot of them I don't. I'm like, I can't control that car. I'm like, I forget it. That's not for me. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. We got some time. We got some. What happened to Michael back there? All right. So he really held up for the blue flag. I don't know. Maybe he went off and just didn't rejoin quickly. Claude Charles has disconnected.
Clear.
So that helped us. We got some time on Michael, but Gurno was catching him in a twisty bit, caught me on the straight, so that was good for me. And now Steve and Matt are right on each other.
1 minute 18.387.
So we'll be letting two cars go through sometime, and I don't like where they're going to be catching me. They're not catching me on the straight. Yikes. Yikes. They might catch me where Ballman caught me. And that's not going to be good for anybody. Oh, Barry's back up. I thought Barry would have given up. But I mean, you get points for every position, so as long as the car's still running, you might get something out of it. See, so they were a little bit further back than Ballman was right on me. I just couldn't get away from him because he was right on me. So that's why he was balked in that part. But at least I had a little bit of room to get out of their way.
1 minute 19.65.
So that worked out all right. All right, got a little bit of space on Michael. Got some time before the next fast guy comes in here, so let's see if we can get a decent lap in. Nicola's going to be all by himself. Now Rob started P8. The world of Kenducci. I wonder where he's at right now. Might be coming up to lap me. Yesterday the leaders lapped through P9, maybe P8. So a lot of people got lapped yesterday. And we got more than halfway done though. No. Peter in the pits. If I could just keep in the low 18s now and start dipping some into the 17s, that would be appreciated. I wouldn't be complaining about that. Alright, Nicola. This is going to be a bombing situation.
Left side. Clear.
Alright, so Michael gained a little bit through that. I had thought about taking the last corner before letting Nicola through.
2, 7, 8.
But I don't want to. I got my race to race. And I don't want to cause trouble for anybody else. Whew. We got Sammy's coming. We got P20 up there. I don't want to say anything, but P20 has suddenly shown up on my relative. Must have had a moment. Might have some damage. Nothing really we got a target for right now, but it's good to know there's potentially something ahead. So most of the time I've been looking behind. And behind is definitely going to keep most of my attention. No, come on. That is not a good way to take that corner. Now I'm in big trouble with Michael. If Michael ducks right in behind Sammy, I'm going to lose him. Nope, Michael's off. Michael went off. Michael's off. I gotta tell you, that is a... Oh, and he's disconnected. Wow, that must have been a big off. Alright. Well, sorry, Michael. It was 21 laps of pressure you put me under, but kind of relieved. Because I really thought I'd have trouble. If he ducked right in behind Sammy and kept up with Sammy for half a lap, then when I let Sammy go by, he could have zipped by me. Yeah, see, I should have kept on going, but I'm so slow in this last part. And now with Michael not there to pressure me. Yeah, that's it.
1:20.0.
Peter is still in the pits. Barry is Barry behind. Barry's the one behind Peter, so Barry's the next guy running, but he's so far back. Barry is 3 laps back still. I'm 1 lap back, so essentially I've got no pressure from behind for position. As long as I'm not a Muppet, keep it on the track. Okay, so now we got 6, 7, and 8. All pretty close. It's not going to be fun for me. The problem with so many cars together like that is I kind of just want to let them all through so I don't get involved, but it's going to slow me down a lot. Because even though I'm not fighting for anybody behind, I mean, you never know. I still want to do the best I can. Especially if Pascal up there has an issue. There's a Pascal de Vente. That's the first name Pascal. The guy who crashed on the first lap, he was Masson Pascal. His surname was Pascal. He looks faster than me, but catching him when he lets people go by. Alright, come on, Spear. There's 6, 7, 8. I wonder where Rob is. He started P8. He had a slow start in the last one. He was talking about it. On the start, he had a slow start, so he let a couple people go by, and then he was trapped behind them, because it's a fairly difficult track to pass on. So he was stuck behind the people who got behind him on a start. I wonder if that happened again. Alright, so all the blindingly fast guys have passed now. Now we've just got the very quick guys. It's interesting how there's different levels of speed. I mean, you got a couple guys who are just amazing, and then you got different stratas where everybody will, you have the first burst of cars, the second burst of cars, and then a third burst of cars, where everybody kind of finds their place. It's pretty cool. I mean, it just kind of all sorts out like that. Okay, now we got problems. People are coming. Oh man, I don't want to lose 3 seconds on the straight. I'm losing it all on the straight, aren't I? Yeah, I am. I'm gonna let them all go. I didn't want to do it, but I would have held up that first guy into the other guys. And hi, Rob, P10. He's doing well. He and David, pals, racing together, 9 and 10. Very close, oh my. Like a tenth just separating them. Rob's probably struggling, trying to figure out a way to get by. It is not easy to pass here.
1 minute 22.01.
Yeah, see, I lost 3-4 seconds there. We'll never get Pascal now unless he's in an incident. Started 26, currently P21. It's disappointing. This whole weekend has been disappointing. I mean, the Nordschleife, I love racing there. I do well there. We got good points all 4 races. We did have some moments, no? Don't get me wrong. If you haven't seen those videos, go back and check them out. That was fun. It was a lot of fun. But and then we had good racing at Barcelona as well. But this is my first time ever at Oulton Park, and I'm keeping it on the track, but just not fast enough. And it was my first time at Zandvoort. Zandvoort was another place where, I got it to the end, but we just didn't have enough speed there. Certain tracks are better than others for us.
Got 10 laps to go.
Some places I'm faster than others. My goal here is to be 1 lap down. Barry is 6 laps down, but I believe he's still running. Don't hold me to that, but I believe he is. Just because if he does, yeah, I think I'm sure he is. If he does another lap, he'll go into P22. So I mean, you got to get what points you can. I mean, it's the name of the game. Get some points. You're racing for points after all. I'm sure you want to win, but you want to score your best result. Every point matters. People say iRating doesn't matter, but it really does, because
1 minute 18.157.
if you get into the better splits, you get more points. If you're in the lower splits, you get less points, less championship points. So, I mean, if you're trying for a championship, you got to have a better iRating because you get the better splits and better points. So, it does kind of matter. I mean, it doesn't matter if you just want to have fun, you just want to have a good race, fun race. I mean, that's where I'm at. That's where most people are at, I guess. You know, but if you do want to get your best championship score, yeah, you really need to have your best iRating. That's why some people buy 2 accounts, you know, because they have one account where they work hard to maintain an iRating, they do their best races on it, but then another account where they can try new things that maybe they're not good at. Just have fun with it. So there is a reason for 2 accounts. Oh, Pascal.
Got one off the track in front of you.
Yes, we do. He's very much coming back to us. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to give up these 3 seconds.
0.047.
You never know when you'll need them. Alright. P20 would be sweet. Not gonna lie. Two behind, David and Ducci. There's Barry West. Dang, I'm gonna have to let these guys go by. I'm letting them go by. Come on, guys. That cost me a lot of time, but I didn't want to block them through the twisty bits because they're fighting. Pablo, I felt you were just a little bit too far behind to let through there.
Heads up.
Oh, good.
Left side. Clear. 1 minute.
I was very worried about losing it. You don't want to lose it. When you got a blue flag, you don't want to lose it in front of them. That's insult to injury. And here comes Gurno again, so... Yep. Down 2 laps again. No! Double whammy.
Stay right.
Stay right. Oh! Somehow I passed Pascal. I didn't even see him out there. He was on the... He must have been on the outside of that turn in the grass. I did not even see him. They didn't say anything until... Well, the spotter didn't say anything, and there was no flag. Was there a flag? I didn't... What? I don't know what happened, but somehow we got by Pascal again. Well, not again, for the first time. So we go from being the hunted to being the hunter to being the hunted. Pascal, have one more moment, please. I need you to stay away. Coming up on Barry. Man, if I'm passing Barry, his car has got to be in a
1
state.
minute 18.294. A really good job, man. Be smooth. Pick them off one at a time.
Wow. I can't believe this. Letting me go by. That's crazy. Thank you, Barry. That's when you know you've had a mare. When Spear passes. When you pull over to let Spear pass you. It's one thing for me to pass Pascal when he's off track, he's had some spins, but just to have to pull over. His car must be super damaged. Alright, we got a couple seconds on Pascal still. We got some leaders coming up behind them, Gurno, so things are still going to happen. There's still going to be action. Now, Spotter's going to say 5 to go. Well, what it really means is 4 to go. And since Gurno is so close back there, it really probably means 3 to go.
17.63.
Oh yeah, 17.6. That's what I need.
5 to go.
Yes, that's really 3 to go. 17.6. And notice that Pascal actually probably closed in on me that lap. And we got trouble right here in River City.
Gonna pin them up 5.
I don't mind pitting in 5 because the race is over in 3. I need Pascal to be a little bit further behind those guys. Arrgh. Come on, Spear. There. Keep it together, Spear. Where are they?
1 minute 18.37. Good job, buddy. 2 more, man. Come on.
Oh, Pascal's right on me, and Gurno's right behind him. 2 more is right. Gurno's going to pass us quickly. Come on, blue flag, Pascal. Blue flag. Pull over. He got passed on the straight, unfortunately, so he didn't really have to lift that much.
Left side. 1 minute 19.76. You're clear. White flag.
White flag. I got 1.3 seconds on Pascal. Oh my goodness. Actually, though, there's somebody behind Pascal. Who is that? I can't look. Steve. Oh, if Steve could get up to Pascal, it really looks like he's going to. Yeah, Pascal's got to have a blue flag. Blue flag, Pascal. Good. Steve got by. Now, of course, somehow I've got to let Steve go by without letting Pascal go by. I don't know how that's going to happen. They're too close. Come on, Steve, stay back there. Oh, good, he stayed back there.
And then checker flag.
Woo!
Sorry, dude.
Let's go now. So Steve stayed back there. I hit the button to smile at him. But he could have gone for it, and I was kind of apologizing for not letting him through. But it was the last lap. He wasn't going to catch Gurno. And that was that. And I couldn't let him through because the other guy was there. Pascal. Woo! P19. We had to fight for that one. So this is actually a worse finish than it. Well, okay. So yesterday, there were only 20 cars, right? Yeah. So today there are 27. So 7 more cars. I guess this would be technically a better finish than yesterday. Yeah. Who knows? But there we go. That was hard fought. There was action throughout the race. Pretty. Well, wish we had more speed, but as far as action goes, this race delivered. Everything's in. There's Andrea Stefani.
You guys have your radio on? Just take those dump cans right over by the
Oh.
Cool. Go man, go.
Oh, I'm not gonna go. Oh, Bill at the end. Bill Tyler, he crashed out. Didn't see that. Oof. P19 at the end. Yeah, I didn't even notice Bill in the pits. I thought we were fighting over P20. We got P19 at the end. That's Bill. You know, he went out with 4 to go. We were 2 back. So, whew, I need to figure out a way to stay ahead. Yep. And don't we all? Okay, so yeah, okay. I was just looking at the messages that things are people going through. Ah, wow. Let's see that start again. Okay, where are we at? We're in a blimp. You know, just nothing really happened at the start. I don't think. It's just here's the field. There's Gurno here, 7. Steve, and I guess Matt would be P3 there. There's Kanducci back here, number 13, and somebody started from the pit here, and we're down the hill. So let's see what happens. I mean, it's pretty clean. Oh, there. Nope. Where are we? There we are. We finally got over the hill. Yeah, so P1. Well, it looks like Matt might have gotten ahead of Steve. I think that was what Matt was talking about. It was like, I need to learn how to stay ahead. Yep, Matt got ahead of Steve. So, and Gurno is just gone. He's gone at the start. He's already got this huge lead. So there you go. Let's see. Let's check out some incidents. What happened? Oh, this was early. And that's Pascal. That's Masson Pascal. Yeah, he just went off and couldn't stop it, and boop, into the wall. That's what happens. And then we're seeing that again. Okay. Oh, is that somebody else doing the same thing? That's somebody else doing the same thing the next lap. That's 2 laps in a row. It's Rob doing that yesterday. Peter today. Oh, that's Bob. Yep, he's just going too fast. Oh, and he hit really hard. Let's rewind that. See that? Yeah, this is exactly. Well, kind of. They were pretty much this close. No, they were closer yesterday. I'm just seeing how close they were behind. They were. Yeah, he just went too fast, too deep. That's unfortunate. You never want to see anything end in a wreck. Although I did kind of appreciate Michael going off. There's Claude. Oh, I think this is where we caught him because he was going slowly in this back section. All right, hard to follow. Yes, it is. David, remember he was in front of Rob at the end? Ooh. Saved it! He meant to do that. Wow. David Toth, he's one great driver. Anybody on iRacing knows David Toth. He's great. Alessandro, remember he came down to race with me. There you go. That's how he got past and back to me. Oh, he hit the wall again. You had to let people through till I came. Yeah. Alright. Keep seeing that. I got it. There's Claude Charles again. I'm sure he pronounces it differently. He's French. But I can't do the Charles. Matt being hounded by Steve. This is where Matt let Steve through. He looks like he just went a little wide. Went off. No. Steve going to get him? I guess not. Kendrick. It's a little wide. People go wide there a lot. Oh, there's somebody off in an L. Oh, that was Peter, I think, in the P10. Oh man, what's Claude? You're in trouble. And I saw Canducci and that guy passing him. I saw Canducci back there. Yeah, Canducci's in the red car there. Oh yeah. What? Look at this. Let's see what Rob saw. Coming across old Talbot here. All right, so you're out of this second gear corner. This is leading onto the straight. And he can't. Yeah, he's got to check up. He was going to have a run here, but he had to check up because Charles in front. All right, it's only lap 7. Robert, a little curb. Oh, Robert into Charles. Charles, yeah. Well, I'm going to blame that. Well, I'm going to have to blame that on Robert because even though Charles was slow and probably was braking where you're not expecting people to brake, you're supposed to kind of expect that. So, yeah, and then Robert off again because probably got damaged. But yeah, fast guys always say, and it is very difficult because you're going at top speed. See, look at me. This is where I've ducked in right behind Robert. You're going at top speed. You just cannot stop and say, you know, you were too slow. That happens a lot. That I've done that to people. I've done that where I've hit people that were just braking in the wrong spot where you don't expect them to brake. You're like, this is just a lift or even a flat out, and people are braking in it, and you hit them. That happens. So it's. I mean, I'm not blaming the faster guy. Well, I did blame the faster guy, didn't I? But it's not the slower guy. Well, you can't technically blame the slower guy, even though it's their fault. You know what I'm saying? Am I saying that right? It's a racing incident that, you know, they were slower, you were faster, and things happen. There's Pascal, one of his offs, just nipped the curb, I guess. Barry. Barry just having trouble. His lap's down, and he's just not happy. Danielle and anything? No? Andrea? Yeah, this is where we came across Andrea. Ooh, that's not good for you. That's me right there. See? I was like, I'll just stay behind him. He's gonna pass me anyway. Barry and Claude. Uh-oh. Claude! Come on. It's not Barry's day. It's Canducci. Oh! Save. Nice save, Rob. Bill, we saw him go up, but it's only lap 13, so we'll... Yeah, that final corner is a tough one. Barry's in the pits after his incident with Claude. Pascal. Yep, he gets pundit. Going too slow, Pascal. So that's what I mean. The slower car slows down, and the faster car behind just kind of... You're not expecting her. You can't get out of the way. You can't avoid him in time. It happens. Peter, he looks like he's about to die. He's already got a wing. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. That's painful. First National Cities Traveler checks. There's Michael. Is this where he bit it? No, just a little curve. Okay. He was stayed behind me for a long time. Matt and Peter on the same team. A little curve. Here's Michael. Oh, Michael. Oh! Yeah, so he had a few spins. I did make up some... Oh, what? He towed from that? Oh, come on, Michael. You gotta keep going. I mean, it didn't look like he got any damage. Oh. No, he wasn't hit. It just looked like he spun off. I mean, I'm not the fastest guy, but you don't have to quit just because I beat you. But that was fun racing with him. Tough that he didn't finish. So it looks like there's 3. I think that's what they do. They said there were 3 of each paint on a team because they don't all race all the same races. This one they're all in the same race, but usually they're not. Pascal again with Alessandro. Oh, Pascal. Yeah. See, I was catching him the whole race when he was doing that. He had several spins off. Martin. Oh! I think that was Barry going very slowly. Martin somehow survives. That's And this is not the new damage model. We've seen this a lot. Final corner. Is alright. As long as nobody bonks him turning around. Oh. Alright, getting going. Oh yeah, I think I came up on John there, did I? Don't hold me to it. Oh, there's Bill. Oh, that. Yeah, lap 31. That's the end for Bill. See, this is what I'm talking about. This little hump right here. This little hump right here, it gets you. If you're not, I was careful. Yeah, see, he's way on the outside. He's going fast and he's on the outside, and I cannot do that. Oh, he got on the curb too, because I'm like, I need to be I need it to be going straight, exactly straight. That's how you survive that stuff. You go straight. If everything is straight, then chances are you won't suddenly get shot. There's me behind Dr. Pepper. You won't suddenly get shot to the side if everything's straight. And so I need to keep it straight. Other people can drive better and faster, but I cannot. Alessandro, whoa! Really went off there. Has had time to get back. Alessandro had a heck of a race. I think the race is already over at that point. Yeah, everybody's just slowing down. He's just like, ah. So there you go. Spear started 26, finished P19, car number 25. You see there, the Dr. Pepper machine, serviced by Oreos. Oreos and Dr. Pepper, probably not a good combination, but separately, they're both excellent. Do not dunk your Oreos in Dr. Pepper. However, I never have, so maybe it's maybe there's something to it. I was hoping just to be one lap down, but Gurno got me in the end there. Gurno was the only one to lap me. Last time we were lapped by 1, 2, and 3. This time only by Gurno. So a little bit more speed, and we could be on that that one lap down. Oh. Hey, thanks for watching. This was a great race. Lots of action. Hope to have more of these. I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, as YouTube always tells me to tell that to you guys. If you haven't by now, you watched the whole race. You've got to have liked it. Or maybe that's just an autoplay. Whew. Give a like out to autoplay. See you next time. This is The Spear with iRacing.